We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Deuce. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing again. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38, Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Bryce loved the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That
3rd down conversion, good for 23.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. They'll run on 1st down. Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They turn to Love on the handoff. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 56.
Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it off. It's Love. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Love the Washington.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he's got Rodgers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Bryce Love with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Washington 22, Cardinals nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And inches at the 41-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, this is Edmonds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught by Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By Washington.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A final shot before half from Murray. Forced out to his left. He'll run it.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Love. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete to
A
Richard
good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 9.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To Richard Rodgers.
Richard Rodgers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
On the carry, it's Love. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return is Peterson. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shocked the D and ripped off a pretty big play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flushed out right. It's complete to Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 56.
Now Murray again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
53 's the mark. 53. Check 53. Coming this way.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Washington 29, Cardinals 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Now it's Haskins. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
He's tackled at the
starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Love. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, Love. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
They'll run with Love. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love, and he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Hicks brought him down. No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down. Today's final.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.